Amelia had always heard tales about the Whispering Woods, a forest shrouded in mystery and darkness. The villagers spoke of eerie whispers, strange disappearances, and unspeakable horrors lurking within its depths. As the full moon cast an ominous glow over the village, Amelia decided to uncover the truth for herself. Armed with nothing but a lantern and her grandmother's old journal, she ventured into the foggy, dimly lit woods. The trees loomed overhead, their twisted branches resembling skeletal fingers reaching out to ensnare her. Each step she took was accompanied by the crunch of fallen leaves and the distant, haunting whispers that seemed to grow louder the deeper she went. Amelia's heart pounded in her chest as she followed the journal's cryptic clues. "Beware the Watcher of the Weeping Willow," it read, and Amelia shivered at the thought of encountering such a creature. She pressed on, determined to unearth the secrets hidden within the forest. As she reached a clearing, she found herself standing before an ancient, gnarled willow tree, its branches weeping with sorrow. The air grew colder, and the whispers seemed to emanate from the very bark of the tree. "Go back," they urged, but Amelia's resolve only strengthened. Ignoring the whispers, she examined the base of the willow and discovered a hidden cavern. Taking a deep breath, she descended into the dark abyss. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of decay, and the walls were adorned with strange symbols that glowed faintly in the dim light of her lantern. The whispers grew louder, almost deafening, as if trying to drive her mad. At the heart of the cavern, Amelia found an ancient, rusted gate. Beyond it lay a chamber filled with treasures and artifacts from a bygone era. Her eyes widened in awe, but a chilling presence made her skin crawl. The Watcher stood before her, a shadowy figure with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce her very soul. "Why have you come?" it demanded, its voice a chilling blend of rage and sorrow. Amelia mustered her courage and replied, "I seek the truth." The Watcher laughed, a sound that echoed through the cavern like the wails of lost souls. "Truth? You dare seek truth in a place of darkness," it sneered. With a wave of its hand, the cavern walls came alive with nightmarish visions of the past. Amelia witnessed the dark history of the Whispering Woods, a tale of betrayal, vengeance, and curses that had bound the forest in eternal torment. She saw the faces of those who had vanished, their spirits trapped in an endless cycle of suffering. Amelia realized that the only way to break the curse was to confront the source of the darkness. Summoning all her bravery, she reached for an ancient artifact, a dagger encrusted with mystical runes. The Watcher lunged at her, but she stood her ground and plunged the dagger into its heart. A blinding light enveloped the chamber, and the whispers turned into anguished screams. When the light faded, Amelia found herself back in the clearing, the willow tree now blooming with vibrant life. The curse was broken, and the spirits of the forest were finally at peace. Amelia returned to the village, forever changed by her harrowing journey. The Whispering Woods remained a place of mystery, but its darkness had been vanquished. And though the villagers continued to tell tales of the forest, they now spoke of a brave young woman who had faced the shadows and emerged victorious. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the once vibrant forest of the Whispering Woods turned into a realm of shifting shadows and thick fog. Amelia tightened her grip on the lantern, the flickering flame within casting long, quivering beams into the surrounding darkness. She had come to these woods to uncover the truth behind the eerie whispers that haunted her dreams, whispers that seemed to call her name. Each step she took crunched the fallen leaves beneath her boots, the sound echoing unnaturally, as if amplified by unseen ears. The trees, gnarled and ancient, loomed over her like silent sentinels, their twisted branches intertwining in grotesque arches overhead. She paused to catch her breath and, in the eerie silence, felt a chill race down her spine. The whispers returned, soft and ethereal, weaving through the dense fog. Amelia, they sighed, seeming to come from everywhere and nowhere all at once. She swallowed hard and pressed on, determined to find the source. Suddenly, the ground beneath her shifted, and she tumbled into a concealed ravine. Her lantern shattered upon impact, plunging her into complete darkness. Panic gripped her, but she forced herself to remain calm and explored her surroundings blindly. Her fingers brushed against cold, smooth stone, and as her eyes adjusted, she saw a faint blue light emanating from deep within the earth. Guided by this phosphorescent glow, she crawled through narrow tunnels, the air thick with the scent of damp earth and decay. Just as she thought she could go no further, the tunnel opened into an expansive, dimly lit chamber. In the center stood a grotesque figure, its form shifting like mist yet solid enough to hold a menacing presence. "You have come at last," it rasped, its voice resonating with the whispers that had haunted her. The entity's eyes glowed with an unnatural light, and it extended a clawed hand toward her. Paralyzed by fear, Amelia could only watch as the creature approached. Its touch was cold, sending an icy wave through her body. "You seek the truth," it said, and with a flick of its hand, the chamber was filled with visions of the past. She saw the village that once thrived near the Whispering Woods, its people living in harmony until they delved too deep into the arcane arts. The whispers were the remnants of a curse, a punishment for their hubris. To break it, a sacrifice was needed. As the visions faded, Amelia realized with dawning horror that she was the chosen sacrifice. The whispers grew louder, a cacophony of tortured souls urging her to accept her fate. Trembling, she backed away, but the entity's grip tightened, pulling her inexorably toward an ancient stone altar. Amelia stepped deeper into the Whispering Woods, her heart pounding against her chest as fog swirled around her feet. The towering trees loomed overhead, their branches twisted like gnarled fingers ready to snatch her away. Shadows flitted in the periphery of her vision, making her jump at every slight movement. She clutched the old map in her hand, its edges frayed, the ink barely legible. It had been her grandmother's, and she whispered tales of a secret hidden deep within these woods. A secret she had forbidden Amelia from seeking. But curiosity had a way of unraveling even the tightest of warnings. Midnight approached, and the air grew colder. The once distant whispers grew louder, swirling voices that seemed to come from the very trees themselves. Amelia's breath fogged in the air as she pressed on, her lantern casting a feeble glow. Suddenly, the path before her split into two. The map didn't show this fork, and she hesitated. From the left path, a harrowing scream echoed, chilling her to the bone. From the right, a soft, sorrowful melody lured her with its ethereal beauty. She made her choice and took the right path, drawn by the haunting music. The whispering intensified, no longer just hushed voices, but urgent pleas and warnings. "Turn back. Leave now." But Amelia's determination propelled her forward. Soon, she reached a clearing bathed in pale moonlight. At its center stood an ancient stone altar, vines and moss creeping over its surface. An old book lay open on the altar, its pages fluttering as if caught in an invisible breeze. There was a rustling nearby, and Amelia turned to see a figure emerge from the shadows. It was an old woman, her eyes white as snow, her hair a wild tangle of silver and gray. "You sought that which should remain hidden," the woman hissed, her voice a mix of anger and sorrow. "Why have you come?" Amelia's voice shook as she replied, "I seek the truth." The old woman laughed, a sound devoid of joy. "The truth you seek is bound in blood and shadow. Once revealed, it can never be forgotten." Before Amelia could react, the old woman vanished, leaving behind an eerie silence. As she stepped towards the altar, the whispers grew louder, becoming almost deafening. She reached for the book, feeling a chill run down her spine. Opening it, she saw not words, but images of nightmarish creatures and dark rituals. The ground beneath her began to tremble, and she realized too late that she had awakened something ancient and malevolent. From the shadows, monstrous entities began to emerge, their eyes glowing with malice. Amelia's lantern flickered and died, plunging her into darkness. Her scream was swallowed by the night as the woods seemed to come alive, closing in around her.